paka paka wooka chiki 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 wooka paka waka waka wooka chiki 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 wooka paka.
So the first thing I'll get to with episode 19 is Nicole saying to Hardy and Will how they vote how they're supposed to, it'll be fine. And if they don't, then Krista's gonna take them all out. Will says if it's not Frio, it wasn't him. Could this be a bit of a sneaky hint that he might throw a hinky vote? At least that perhaps he's thinking about it. Nicole thinks if it goes down the way that she wants, that she's in a golden position. Bunky says that Krista and Monica seem to think of him as the swing vote, but that they don't realize just how loyal he is to Nicole. Kind of came out of nowhere, but might explain his vote at the end. In DR, Will says he made a promise to Mike Boogie to get Krista as far as he can. He said to Hardy that he would like to give a sympathy vote. He told Nicole that Hardy had said he thinks he has a better chance at beating certain people. So he's referring to Will. And said to Nicole that he's going to cut you. Continuing to try and drift to put a wedge in between Nicole and Hardy's relationship here. Krista finds out from Nicole that Hardy found out she had told Will to do what Shannon wants him to, which is to take Hardy out. And Krista got upset at the idea that Hardy would believe that. I think that she would want Hardy out. Whichever one of Krista and Monica stay, it's on, according to them. So the means that they obviously believe are necessary to win aren't worth it to them, which happens. But it's obviously something that they have to maneuver around. But it's also something that everyone else has to maneuver around as well. It doesn't really matter if you feel like what you're doing is tame in comparison to what you're capable of. It's more so about if you're crossing other people's boundaries, then they're gonna say want to vote you out or not vote for you at the end if they're able to. Get family segment. So Monica's sister says she's the quiet one and Monica's the entertaining one. Also that Monica is a leader, which kind of would explain as the younger sister why you're the quiet one. Reason that she's not taking charge is that she would make too many enemies. And the way that Monica was when she blew up is the way that she always is. But she vents it out and then she's good. Krista's brother says that she's a Cajun person, which I had to look up. He says that Louisiana people are a bit different. They like to tell the truth. Krista likes doing that. And if you break her trust, she won't fully trust you again and she will not forget. Bunky, he finds this a tough nominations week. He finds every week tough. Because both of these people are his friends. He knows what Nicole wants him to do, which is to take out the bigger threat. And voting's actually going to be live. We get the house guests talking about making it this far. So, Bunky's surprised to still be here. Will says it's a huge milestone as he's extremely unpopular early on. But he says that the hardest thing's been away from his family. Nicole has said that from day 3 on, it's been like a life transformation. Will could do this indefinitely. And Bunky says when he thinks about doing this for like another few weeks, he doesn't know how he's going to do that. So when asked, I suppose, what they would do with the money, Krista, there's this guy in the town who apparently doesn't have much, so she would buy him something he wanted. Bunky would help his niece's nephew's college tuition. Monica would help her father. Nicole, she would renovate her house. Hardy, he would buy a Harley for his brother. For Will, he would just spend it on some solid investments. So that would be gold chains for his friends, jet skis, pork bellies, jewelry, Krista said that she would also buy what Laken wanted, her daughter. And Will also mentioned that he's not necessarily... that money comes and goes, you can always find it, that he's here for the fame. So Julie talks to the house guests, and I think I just mainly get to what the nominees say. Krista says she's learnt that people that live with you for over 40 days, you think they know you, but they don't, which is hurtful. And obviously Monica says something that I didn't care enough to write down. So Hardy in the DR says Monica's fantastic, strong-willed, strong-minded. He has a special relationship with Krista that he'd kill for her. But he can't forget what's transpired, say this past week. He's also very competitive, and he's got to do what he has got to do. We get a Nicole segment. So in the DR, she says that first week was worse for her than any other week has been for anyone else. We get some flashbacks. Shannon saying she came on very strong. Will saying she's harsh and abrasive. So there's also more, but it wasn't positive reviews early on for Nicole. As she says, in many ways, being nominated the first week helped her. It put her into vengeful mode. She's been able to take the mum role, and that the cooking thing, that strategy has paid off for her. So yay her. Will talking about her power. Nicole says that she's alpha female. Will says that she has Hardy wrapped around her finger. She says she has Bunky in a good position. Bunky actually refers to himself as her puppet. And Will says that she thinks, and probably does, have him in a good position as well. Krista says that Nicole seems to think she's a god. Monica says she's the most powerful. And Nicole refers to herself as more fierce than the rest, and she's gonna take them down. Julie talks to Nicole. Says the hardest part were nominations. Everyone says that. She pledged allegiance to Krista, but found things out. And strategically, one of the duos had to leave, and that's why she nominated them. Thinks whoever stays would be crazy to not come after her, and that Will and Bunky as well, they should be looking to take her or Hardy out. Will and the DR saying that Krista spared him in week 2. And although Nicole run things, he might have to vote based on his conscience. So Bunky votes for Krista. His reasoning is he's a puppet just trying to survive. Hardy votes for her because after a change to the dynamics, he feels it's foolish to play for someone else after what he's been through. Also said she's quite competitive, and that she's apparently expressed interest in leaving earlier in the week. Will votes for Krista. His reasoning is to speak your mind is to dig your own grave. And going against Hardy and Nicole here would send him out next week. Krista said to Monica that she didn't sell her out and that's why she's gone. She said to Will he isn't weak, but selling her out was indeed weak. Monica's saying that they kept her because they don't believe she can win, and Krista and Monica are talking about how the rest sold their souls to the devil. So if you're wondering who their number one person to vote for is, he talks to Krista. Krista says Nicole thinks she's going to the final 3, but she doesn't believe that she'll end up winning. That Krista doesn't believe Nicole will win. She also said she won't vote for her. She believes she was put up because it was either vote Monica out or you're going up next to her. She said Boogie's great, hopes to see him soon. So goodbye messages. Hardy said he's proud of her. Nicole says she hopes it isn't taken personally. Krista kind of side-eyes her. Will, he thinks the world of her. Bunky says that she's wonderful, and Monica said that she doesn't bond easily, but they're both winners, even though Krista was taken out. Krista says Nicole's, her message wasn't true. She respects Will. He's said from the beginning he would lie. And she also said she respected Hardy, if I caught that right. Julie actually asked her, does she know why Justin was expelled? And she said no. So Julie said that they'll tell her like after the show's done what happened. This is something I don't mention, that that there are loved ones to greet the evicted house guest. The only reason I'm mentioning this is Mike Boogie has made his way back on the show to greet Krista. So yay for them. And the HOH episode will be and the HOH will be on the next episode. Krista winning that second HOH, I think, ended up being a big detriment for her, because having Will stay, he's able to turn things around to play people against each other in a way that if he was gone, I think she makes top 4, at which point she has a chance at really winning this whole thing. She said herself that she was put up for not... She said herself she was put up for not selling Monica out. So if you're looking at to fault her as to why she got voted out, that's something you can point at as well. I said that I thought Nicole would beat Hardy with the votes of Chilltown, Kent, and Autumn. So Krista saying that Nicole won't win doesn't exactly put me completely off. It doesn't exactly put me off because I didn't actually have Krista as a vote anyway. My thinking with Chilltown's votes is that they would just kind of do what Will was going to do. That's just been my reasoning. So Nicole's definitely lost Krista's vote, and as well as Monica. So that's 2 plus Boogie and Shannon for Will, plus Kent. So that's 5. That's enough. So earlier Nicole said when she won this HOH that it blew, sort of hinting she didn't want this. Perhaps she shouldn't have gone for this. Or maybe she should have just done what she could to keep Kent over Will, because Will's very much undermining her. Might have to take a look and think, would Nicole have actually beaten Kent in the final 2? I mean, surely, right? She would have Chilltown plus Hardy plus, who else doesn't like Kent? She'd have Autumn, right? So that's 5. I keep thinking Autumn's just gonna vote for Nicole. Maybe she wouldn't, but over Kent, yeah, probably. And Krista's not. Is Krista gonna vote for Kent over Nicole? I don't think so. So yeah, Nicole's gonna take Kent down. Is the situation, if it was Hardy and Will, is that much different to Nicole and Will? I'm not sure about that. Perhaps Autumn votes against Hardy. I don't know that there's really a difference. I just kind of keep having it in my mind because of Autumn saying that Hardy betrayed her, that she would dislike Hardy. Might not be true, but that's sort of all I have to base it off. Bunky and Monica final 2. I have Kent and Nicole for Bunky, but after that I just don't really know. So I actually have Monica winning it, but I think it mainly comes down to Chilltown, which I just don't know who they would vote for of these two. About Hardy first bunkie, you got Nicole, I think Will, maybe Boogie votes Hardy. Shannon doesn't. She votes against Hardy. You would have Kent, Monica, perhaps Autumn. I said Shannon. Krista said that she respected Hardy, so maybe not her. No idea how to predict Sherry, but maybe because Bunky said he would give it to his nieces and nephews' college funds, as opposed to Hardy saying he would just buy his brother a Harley. Maybe, I don't know. But I seem to think Hardy's burnt quite a few bridges. Mainly from when he targeted Kent and having Will around, unknowing to him, just continuing to rub his name in the dirt. So I'll leave this here for now. And the next episode is number 20. We're about 2/3 of the way through the season. So goodbye.